هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا.
هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Now we start with the national anthem, النشيد الوطني. Our honored guests, distinguished sponsors, and the real stars of today's ceremony, our astonishing teachers and students. It is both honor and pleasure for me to present the closing ceremony of the English Language Department Community, ELDC 2016. Respected guests, it is not a secret that the main power source behind this event is mere great expectation, which were placed on our most beloved teachers and students. Guests of honor, respected guests, at the commencement of the ceremony, let's listen to recitation of the Holy Quran recited by Badr al-Ghamdi from Madaris Qurtuba.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. صدق الله العظيم.
Honored guests, it's time now for the speech of the head of the English department in Jeddah, Mr. Saleh Al-Qarni.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. The Assistant of General Director for Supporting Services, Mr. Abdulaziz Rifai, Head of Education and Supervision, Mr. Ali Jalou, our honored guests, distinguished sponsors, dear teacher and students. On behalf of the English Language Department, it's a great pleasure to welcome you all in the closing ceremony of the English Language Department Community, ELDC 2016. English Language Department Community, ELDC, cares for innovative ideas of teachers and students. Within a comprehensive program, ELDC this year works on two main programs, which are creative teachers and talented speakers. Creative teachers cares about the amazing and excellent ideas that teachers work on inside their classes. Talented speakers aims to improve the English linguistic competence of students. It undergoes some criteria for evaluation, such as the quality of idea, fluency, quality of presentation, and utilization of the body language. In this program, we are trying to bring out the innovative ideas of our students. Also, we are trying to introduce the identity of our society and its openness to other cultures, which goes hand in hand with a commitment towards Islamic teachings and authentic traditions. Dear students, champions of ELDC, you're really talented speakers, and we believe in you. You are the future of our country. All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Today is your big day. We are delighted to have you here to participate and share your ideas, dreams, and ambitions. Our honored guests, thank you all for being here today and taking the time to listen and see our amazing students, champions of LDC 2016. We wish you all a blessed day. Thank you very much.
Now it is time for our talented speakers. The start will be with Majid Hussein al-Zahrani and his topic, My Ambitions, from Al-Fal Elementary School.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time this morning. It's a great opportunity for me to be here talking about myself, my ambitions. I am Majid Hussein al-Zahrani. I'm a pupil in Al-Fal Primary School. Yeah, that's me. Don't I look cute? I'm in grade 5, coming to my family. We are 9 members. My father is retired. My mother is a housewife. Today, I'm going to give you an outline of my ambitions, starting with my personal life and my career. I'd like to be an English teacher. Of course, everyone had an ambition. You have an ambition. If you ask me why do I want to be an English teacher, I can easily answer you by saying these 2 wonderful quotes. To have another language is to possess a second soul. One language seats you in a corridor for life. 2 languages open every door along the way. Being an English teacher allows me to help others who want to learn English. Moreover, as an English teacher, I can give a good example for my pupils to follow. Because a teacher at school is like a father, so I will try to teach my pupils not only the English language, but also good morals. I will teach them to be honest and rightful. Language is the means of getting an idea from my brain into others without surgery. Next, I will also have the opportunity to communicate with people from other countries, telling them about my beloved country. Next, I will also have the chance to learn about different cultures, customs, and traditions, which can benefit me and my country. I have also some ambitions related to my beloved country, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I hope to give a good influence on my country, help my country's progress. I want also to repay my beloved country some of what I was given since I was born, by having a good command of English. My great ambition is to help people all over the world to embrace Islam. I hope to give a good example for them as a Muslim. I will tell everybody in the world about the message of Islam, which was and is still the message of peace and tolerance. Because I think that Islam was defamed by those who pretend to defend Islam, as they adopt violence and terrorism. To achieve my ambition, I believe that I have to have the ability, and having the ability needs hard work and great effort. Let me end my presentation with these 2 wonderful proverbs. There is no there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. This is my favorite, the secret of success. Do you know what's the secret of success? Stop wishing, start doing. Thanks a lot for giving me your time. See you later, inshallah.
Now, with Muhannad Khalid Habib from King Fahd Intermediate School on this topic, intolerance in sports.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhannad Habib and I'm from King Fahd School. Before I start, I want to talk about the first day at school. Some of you may know the first day at school and some of you may don't. For those of you who don't know the first day at school, I'm going to tell you what is it like. Teachers ask us the usual question, where did we travel, where did we go, and how we spent our vacation. After that, some teachers ask us the question that I hate the most, which team do you support? Do you know why I hate this question so much? Because I may fail the subject, just because I support the rival team of my teacher's team. Can you believe it? Imagine my situation in class when the teacher asked this question. He's waiting for my friend to answer. And if he answers and says, Al-Ittihad, I'm going to look to my teacher's face. If he was happy, I'm going to pretend to support Al-Ittihad. Or if he was mad, I'm going to pretend to support his rival team, Al-Ahli. Imagine that, lying in the first day at school. That's because of what intolerance can do. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to talk about it. What does intolerance mean? It means excessive and exaggeration in love with a particular player or team in a particular game, which emotion overcomes my reason. Just like my teacher, his emotion overcomes his reason. This is a banana. Maybe some people eat this every day, but there's a supporter of Al-Hilal. He does not let any banana into his home. Why? Because of its color. Color is yellow, same as his rival team, Al-Nasr. And that's another example where when emotion overcomes reason. This is a mosque. Everyone knows the mosque. We pray at it 5 times a day, every day. But there's a supporter of Al-Nasr. He built a mosque, but he did not put Al-Hilal because of its name, the same as his rival team, Al-Hilal. The Derby. The Derby is one of the biggest matches in Jeddah, and it's the biggest match in Saudi Arabia. It's between Al-Ittihad and Al-Ahli. El Clasico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. When these matches happen, most of the sports fans stay at home to watch these matches. It's okay to watch matches, but it's not okay to fight and argue when these matches happen. Let's go with some statistics. 26% of the people that the intolerance is caused by media athletes abuse of their clubs. About the consequences of intolerance, a study showed the following. 8% of the students, they don't go to school when their team plays. They stay at home to watch his team play. And 6% of the students also lost their best friend because of a game, because of a match. And 6% of the employees don't go to work when their team plays. Suggested solutions. A study showed the following. 90% thought that we have to stop the media who incite intolerance. And 80% thought that we have to bind the players to shake hands with each other after the match. And 61% thought that we have to require players to exchange shirts after the match. A great story. I'm going to tell you a great story about our beloved Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. The Prophet had a Jewish neighbor. This person used to throw garbage at the Prophet's doorstep. Then the Prophet will take it nicely and would take it with his own garbage to the disposal area. One morning the Prophet did not see anything. He did not get worried. But then a week passed. He got worried and he went and asked about him. When he asked about him, he told him that he was sick. he went and visited him. When he visited him, this act of kindness from the Prophet got the Jewish guy to convert to Islam. The point of the story, the Prophet did not believe in intolerance in religion, but now Judaism is our worst enemy. But now we have intolerance in sports. That's why we fight our brothers from the same blood, from the same country, because of a game, because of a match. If you want to support your team, but don't let your emotion overcome your reason. Don't let your emotion overcome your reason, and don't let your emotion overcome your reason. At the end, I support Al-Ittihad, but I don't believe in intolerance. I don't believe in intolerance, so that's why I'm going to say this. Congratulations, Ferrari, for winning the league. Although it was 36 years of play. It's okay. Congratulations. I did not let my emotion overcome my reason. Thank you for listening. And no to intolerance.
And now, let's welcome Fawzi Fawaz Simbawa from Qurtuba Elementary School and his topic, The Others.
Hello, my name is Fawzi and I'm from Qurtuba Schools. Today, I'm going to speak about the others. It appears from the title that I'm going to speak about ghosts, aliens, haunted houses, or other supernatural things. But no, I'm going to speak about human beings. Yes, human beings. When my teacher told me about this competition, I had a hard time choosing a topic. So then, I went to a research, asking my parents, and even asking my family for some help. Then I came up with a really good topic that applied in my life and worked with me like magic. It's the communication between us all. So what's the relationship between the title and the topic here? Well, by the others, I mean that I consider you as another, and you consider me as another too. I think of everyone as a castle in the middle of the water, and the only way to get to the castle is by using words. We need to communicate using words to transfer information, emotions, or even feelings. So any mistakes will cause bad communication, and bad communication will cause misunderstandings. And of course, no one wants to be misunderstood. Sometimes people with the same language find it harder to communicate, because communication with words is not the only way to communicate. We need to use the body language. For example, my friend can tell when I'm happy, sad, or even angry by the looks of my face. Or I can move my eyes or my hands to give a more example of the body language. So then, one day, I came up to my father and told him, Dad, Dad, Dad. He said, what? Can I change schools? He said, why? Because I told him, I can't make friends. And then he told me, if you want to make friends, treat them the best possible way you could. Because if you treat them this way, they'll treat you as the way you have treated them. So then that worked out pretty well, and it was pretty good. So I've made a lot of friends. So one day, there was a boy who hated me, and I hated him too. So when someone hates you, just avoid him. And I did that. Every time I try to speak to him or say hi, I feel shy, because I think that he's going to bully me or like something. So the other day I said to myself, hey, why not do the smiling method and say hi? That worked out pretty well, and he started to become my friend in any situation. So the other day, I wasn't expecting this moment to happen, so I was walking down the corridor and I saw him. Then I said to myself, should I speak to him or stay quiet? So I said, stay quiet. So at this moment, I wasn't expecting him to say hi and smiled at me, just because I smiled at him and said hello the other day. Now we became really good friends, like very, very good friends, so helping me in a situation like my friends. But this one is my best friend. Thousands of years ago, our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, knows the magic of smile and knows how it affects some people. When he, peace be upon him, said, smiling in your brother's face is an act of charity. So whatever you do, keep that smile on your face. When you do take it off, it will get you in the bad situation. Smiling is a good thing. And if you keep that smile on your face, it will get you out of the bad situation. It can make life much easier and happier. Thank you for listening.
And now, with Badr Mishari Khalid from King Fahd Intermediate School and his topic, teenagers.
Hi everyone, I'm Badr Mishari and I'm from King Fahd Middle School and I'm an 8th grader student. As you know, our country is at war now from east to south and our enemies are everywhere. And as you also know that our soldiers, God bless them, are fighting and dying for this country. We, as teenagers, have duties. And these duties are, first, to watch our behaviors, and second, to watch our religion, because we are the next generation of this great country. So I'm going to talk about teenagers' problems with the shocking numbers which I have found and the solutions of it. First of all, smoking. Teenagers smoking. Do you know that the number of Saudi smokers is expected to rise from the current 5 million to 10 million by 2020? And the study said that most Saudi smokers are teenagers. Look at that picture. Here's a smoker's lung, and here's a non-smoker lung. Which one would you prefer? I prefer the non-smoker's lung because it's not injured and it looks healthy. And the non-smoker's lung and the smoker's lung, it's injured. Look how bad it is. So this is what happens to your lungs from smoking. Here are some statistics which I have found. 37.9% of the teenagers were influenced by their friends to start smoking. For example, you have a friend and your friend shows up to you and offers you a pack of cigarettes. So you have to refuse it and give him advice about smoking and tell him the risks of smoking. 22.61% were influenced by their parents or their family members. You have a brother and your older brother smokes. You'll see him smoking every day and every single hour. You'll see him healthy. He didn't get sick at all. But you don't know what's happening to his heart or to his lungs. So you try to give him an advice and let him get over smoking. 16.21% wanted to show off in front of their friends. They wanted to show off. Smoking isn't a thing to be proud of. So why are you showing off? Do you know that the cigarettes worth sold in KSC yearly is $1.3 billion? $1.3 billion. Do you know that a study said that by the $1.3 billion, the kingdom could build 10 hospitals and 50 schools around the kingdom? And the kingdom scored the 4th highest importer of cigarettes globally. So instead of spending your money on cigarettes, spend it on a good thing. Teenagers driving recklessly. Do you know that 19 Saudi dies daily because of bad road accidents? An average of 1,614 a day and 67 an hour. Imagine at the end of the day, think about them. Some of them ended up dead. Some of them ended up losing a body part. Some of them lost someone important in their life. This is not a game. Like driving in a bad way and driving so fast is not fun. Teenage bullying. Do you know why did I take this deep breath? Because I was bullied. I got bullied. I was a victim of a bullier. Okay, first of all, what's bullying? Bullying is when someone makes fun of you or calls you names or laughs at you for no reason, just because he hates you for no reason. Here's a short story. My classmate, I had a friend and my classmate told my friend to give him the answers during the test. That's called cheating. So my friend refused to give him the answers because he was afraid from God and from the teacher. And at the end of the day, when my friend was leaving school, that boy showed up with a bunch of his friends. They started beating my friend up. That's so not fair. It's your test, not mine. You're the one who's responsible. So, remember this thing. Treat people the same way you want to be treated. Be nice to others. What's wrong with being nice and kind? Our Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, was nice to everyone, even the one who made fun of him or said bad things about him. So he is our role model. Why don't we copy him and be the same way he is? Teenagers, terrorism stealing teenagers' minds. There are a lot of organizations these days that are trying to steal our minds. Most importantly, Saudi minds. Why Saudi? Because we are strong and we have the 2 holy mosques and they are trying their best to take over Saudi Arabia. But they'll never try to. Because we are strong and we have the Holy Quran which makes us stronger and our strong leadership. Do you know that they could talk to you at any social media site or on online gaming? They would send you messages, they'll send you gifts, they'll pretend to be your friends. And it's all a trick just because you get influence with them and start joining them. Remember this thing, terrorism has no religion. Please people, stop this insanity and stop terrorism. Problems and solutions. Problems, smoking, driving in a reckless way, bullying, and joining organizations. The solutions. For the smokers, when will you stop? When you get a disease? There are people these days that are feeling so bad, they are going to hospitals every day to get chemotherapy just because they got lung cancer. And some of them are walking around with oxygen tubes connected to their bodies. For the ones who drive in a bad way, take care of yourself, wear your seatbelt. Driving in a bad way isn't a joke. You might end up dead. And for the ones who got bullied, speak out. Don't be afraid. Trust yourself and be brave. And for the bulliers, I have feelings and you have feelings. Would you like if I treated you the same way you treated my classmate or your friend the last year or last day? And for the ones who keep on joining these organizations, don't let them steal your mind. Respect and obey our wise leadership. There are people who want to come back to their families and they felt so bad because they joined these organizations. I talked about the problems and solutions, and what's left is the actions. God bless our country. May God bless our country, our King, Salman bin Abdul Aziz, our soldiers, our teachers, and all the good people in this country. I am Bajda. Remember my name. I'll work hard to make a difference in my country. Thank you for listening.
And now, with Amir Hassan Ramadan from Al-Ikha Secondary School and his topic, From Obstacles to Opportunities.
Hello everybody, my name is Amir Ramadan and I'm from Al-Ikha Schools. My presentation title is From Obstacles to Opportunities, the Cage. Well, stories are everywhere. As Arabs, we're the nation of stories. We enjoy listening and telling them as well. We are the nation of 1001 night stories. Don't worry, I won't tell you them at all. In fact, my story is much simpler than that. Last Monday, our English teacher stepped into the class and said, "Today I have a game for you." He wrote the word cage in capital letter on the board and asked us to make as many sentences as we can using the initials of the word. After a while, we started collecting our feedback. And when my turn came, I said, "Teacher, how about this? Challenges are everlasting gifts." He replied in a cheerful voice, "Wow, wonderful." Then he stayed silent for a few moments. And after that, he told me, "I actually like what you have said, but what I meant is beyond that. You see, most people don't realize that challenges are everlasting gifts, and instead they treat them as cages that they trap themselves inside and never reach their full potential." I was amazed, and I started thinking about my teacher's words. I told myself that those people who became successful must have had hard times in their lives, but they were able to overcome them and become successful. So when I went back home, I searched the internet about successful people and their hard times. The results were amazing. Thomas Edison, he was one of the greatest characters in the history of humanity. Why? I'll tell you why. He had tons and tons of problems, but he never trapped himself in cages. His teacher said that he was too stupid to learn anything, but he didn't surrender and accept his teacher's words. In fact, he ended up inventing more than 1,000 inventions. Believe it or not, 1,000 inventions, including the phonograph, the iron nickel battery, and of course the light bulb, which he failed 99 times before finding out the right design of it. And when he was asked about his failed attempts, he said, "I haven't failed. I have found 99 ways that didn't work." Steve Jobs. Well, most of us know that Steve Jobs is one of the founders of Apple. But what most of us don't know is that he was kicked out of the company after 9 years from establishing it. But he didn't surrender. He didn't trap himself in the cage of the victim because some people wronged him and kicked him out of the company that he established himself. In fact, he managed to set up 2 successful companies, Next and Pixar. But that wasn't everything. He came back to Apple after 12 years from leaving it to become the CEO and made Apple what it is today. Now, I'd like you all to close your eyes and feel the darkness that our next character has all the time. Open your eyes now. The next cage that was thrown away is the cage of physical disability, and it was thrown by the Saudi inventor Muhammad Abu Dayya. On April 14, 2008, when he was 21 years old, Muhammad had a car accident by a reckless car driver, which caused him 20-day coma, right leg loss, and full blindness. But thanks to God, when he woke up with a burning desire to success. When he was asked about his condition after the accident, he said, "I am like an arrow. I need to be pulled back so I can't be launched forward." Let's watch this amazing video shot about him in an interview.
إعاقات أخلاقية مليئة في حياتنا بينما اختزلنا القضايا في هذه المادية.
أنا دكتور أنا بصراحة لا أرى أن هناك حتى أمام المشاهدين ما يفرق بيني وبينك يا دكتور إلا هذه النظارة السوداء. يعني أنا كنت أقول ذا إنه إذا كنت لا أقف على ساقين فأنا أقف على جبل من الطموح، وكنت أقول أنني إذا لم أكن أرى فأنا أبدا لم أفقد رؤيتي.
نعم.
ووضوح رؤيتي. نعم. فإن يأخذ الله من عيني نورهما ففي لساني وقلبي منهما نور.
حلو يا أخ مهند، لأن الإنسان هناك كثير من الناس الذي ينظر ولكنه لا يبصر. أنت تنطلق من البصيرة القلبية.
He really deserves this applause because he's an amazing character and has a great fighting spirit. This spirit led him to accomplish many great things in his life despite his disability. For example, he founded Esther Lab Center, he wrote books, he gave public lectures, and of course, He never stopped giving training in inventing. After all this, I was astonished. And I started thinking about myself. I told myself that those people who became successful are not better than me. They must have had hard times and... sorry. Those people who became successful are not better than me. In fact, my life is much easier than theirs. So why am I still trapping myself in cages? Why I haven't started my journey to success yet? So I decided on that day that I will never trap myself in cages again, and that I'll work and work and work and dream till my dreams come true. Now, in the end, I'd like to tell you about the 4 nevers that I believe in life. First, never give up working and dreaming. Second, never underestimate yourself. Third, never accept your mistakes, because failure is not making mistakes. Failure is accepting them and never improving yourself. And finally, never lose trust in Allah, because simply He's the most merciful and most compassionate. This is a message of hope for every one of us. And remember that hope stands for hold on, pain ends. Your attention is highly appreciated. Thank you everybody for listening, and have a nice day.
Honored guests, it is time for our amazing teachers to watch 2 short videos of their excellent work. First, we are proud to present teacher Mazen Al-Zaman from Al-Thaqr Secondary School and his great job, which is class flow.
Introducing ClassFlow, a free collaborative learning application that helps teachers turn lessons and assignments into the most dynamic 45 minutes of every student's day. ClassFlow creates an interactive and collaborative learning environment that ensures the active participation and engagement of every student. By enabling the flow of dynamic, interactive content across multiple devices, including Chromebooks, iPads, notebook computers, interactive classroom displays, and more. Create interactive quizzes, polls, and team-based activities to assess learning. Deliver differentiated instruction to both small work groups and to individual students. Reward awesome behavior and encourage every student to actively participate in their learning. Extend learning beyond the classroom by sending messages, assignments, and collaborative projects to students. Centralize class information and notifications to help students manage schoolwork and homework. Getting started with ClassFlow is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Register for a free account. Start an interactive lesson. Use your own pre-existing lesson materials designed in any format, or search from the thousands of free customizable educator-created lessons available in the ClassFlow marketplace. Connect and collaborate with students. Share your teacher class code and deliver a collaborative and interactive lesson that engages every student.
We can do homeworks and classwork online, whether in school or at our home. We also can do our quizzes online and have results in seconds. We need to have more technology in our school because our world is technology based out. And if we don't learn it now, we will not be able to move forward.
You can easily divide the class into groups and send to them classwork, homeworks, or tests and get their response in seconds. Also, all your show on the board can be connected to their tablets or laptop. Teacher can use variety different question in assessment like multiple choice or true and false, matching or write short text.
And those questions can be leveled, so students have the chance to work at the level that is the most appropriate for them.
We do an activity work. We write our partner names. We can take a picture and send it to the board.
By using technology like ClassFlow, now learning is just more fun and the lesson became alive and work with my friends.
Now, we present teacher Hassan Mayajan from Al-Tufayl ibn Amr Elementary School and his great job, which is my English Language Center.
وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله عملكم ورسوله والمؤمنون.
نحن إن شاء الله في مدرسة الطفيل بن عمرو الابتدائية سوف نقوم بتحويل هذا المكان إلى مركز خاص باللغة الإنجليزية في المدرسة. هذا المكان قبل البدء في العمل، وإن شاء الله سترون ما يسركم بعد ما يقارب أسبوع أو إلى 10 أيام. سوف يتحول هذا المكان إلى مكان آخر، وما يعتبر إلا جزء بسيط نقدمه للتعليم ولطلابي ولأبنائي وللأجيال القادمة إن شاء الله.
Now, we are going to watch a very short video about the cooperation between the English Language Department and the Ambassador's Educational Institution for Training, which is a training course that was held for teachers of the elementary stage.
من منا لا يعرف ويعترف بأهمية تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية، وأنها أصبحت ضرورة ملحة للتواصل مع العالم الخارجي. هي لغة العصر الحديث والأوسع انتشارا، أصبحت لغة العلوم والتكنولوجيا والأبحاث العلمية، لغة التجارة الإلكترونية والاقتصاد والطيران، ولغة الكمبيوتر، ولغة الدراسة في الجامعات والمعاهد. وإن كنت من هواة السياحة فهي مطلب ضروري لا يمكنك الاستغناء عنه. وإيمانا منا بكل ما سبق، حرصنا في معهد سفراء العلم للتدريب التابع لشركة بتول التعليمية BEC، وبالتعاون مع وزارة التعليم بالمملكة العربية السعودية، وعبر رئيس قسم اللغة الإنجليزية الأستاذ صالح بن علي القرني، على القيام بدورة إعداد وتدريب معلمي اللغة الإنجليزية للمرحلة الابتدائية في مدينة جدة، والتي أعدها وأشرف عليها الأستاذ محمد حسين. وكانت الدورة تهدف إلى تطوير قدرات معلمي اللغة الإنجليزية وتعريفهم بالأساليب الحديثة والمتطورة، والتي تساهم في وصول المعلومة إلى الطالب بكل سهولة ويسر. وكانت لهذه التجربة نتائجها الإيجابية على الطلاب من خلال التجارب التي قام بها المعلمين في الفصول الدراسية بشكل مباشر. وقد لوحظ التفاعل الكبير من الطلاب وسرعة استجابتهم وحماسهم، الأمر الذي يؤكد بأنه متى ما قدمت اللغة الإنجليزية للطلاب على أنها لغة يسهل التعاطي معها بالقليل من التركيز والانتباه وباستخدام الأساليب الصحيحة، سيكون الناتج جيلا قادرا على التواصل مع العالم الخارجي بكل احترافية واقتدار، وضمان مستقبل أكثر إشراقا بعون الله تعالى.
And now it is time to see more of our talented speakers. The start will be with Luay Nabil Alim from Al-Aqsa Secondary School, and his topic, Why I Want to Study in Saudi Arabia.
All right. Hey everyone, my name is Luay Alim from Al-Aqsa School, and today I'm going to talk about why I want to study in Saudi Arabia. So first of all, I'm going to talk about my personal experience in the foreign country in UK. So I used to live in England, to be more specific in Newcastle, and to be more specific in that house over there. When I look at that picture, I get the memories that I used to wake up in that house, the laughters, the sadness, every single emotion that I lived in that house. The days where I used to get excited in the mornings to wake up, to catch the bus and go to school. So Newcastle, well, for the first semester I was at Nottingham at Eskdale Junior School. And this is where I learned my English. I still remember the teachers just from looking at that picture. And after that first semester, I went to Newcastle and moved to Kingston Park Primary School. And this school felt more like a family to me than a classroom, than a school. The teachers felt like fathers. My classmates felt like sisters and brothers. This is one of the plays that I did. Unfortunately, I can't show you the video since for the time being. But after Kingston Park, after I graduated, this is when the real stuff started happening. This is when I used to get excited to go to school every day. I used to hate weekends, I used to hate holidays, because I've met many, many great people, and the school was absolutely beautiful. It had over 10,000 students that are from all around the world, and they were absolutely amazing. All of these things inspired me to study outside, but what about studying in Saudi Arabia? Just after one school trip, this sign hit me. After one school trip to Kaus, which is in Thawal, a 2-hour driveway from Jeddah, It's absolutely stunned me. It had everything. It had everything I wanted in a university. I didn't know that I was in Saudi Arabia anymore. Like, no offense, but I thought I was back in Newcastle. I didn't think this was in Saudi Arabia. The technology over there was absolutely phenomenal. The classrooms and labs were beautiful. And guess what? They have over 37 professors who have won the Nobel Awards. So if you study by them, you'll obviously become a genius like them. And that's when I realized that I've met many amazing people the past few years, and it made me realize that I don't need to go through the suffering to go outside in the foreign countries just to become successful. I mean, we're gathered around by people that have the same culture, the same traditions, the same religion, and we are, next to the most holy places in the world, which are Mecca and Medina. And if you still not, believe me, my brother, he didn't come with me to Newcastle. He stayed here, and guess what? He graduated from King Abdulaziz University and became a successful surgeon. And that's what made me realize that we need to bring them to us. We need to have them come to us, learn our traditions, learn our culture, learn about Islam more. And our country is doing the right step. With the vision for 2030, it's making the right movement to bring them to us. After 2030, I could tell you that people from around the world will be striving to come to Saudi Arabia. And under its amazing protection, and thank you for listening. That's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed the presentation like I used to enjoy wearing the hijab while I was little. Thank you.
And now, let's welcome Muhammad Abdul Salam al-Malki from Ibn Khaldun Secondary School and his topic, Deaths Caused by Video Games.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Well, I assume today I'm going to be a speaker. Today I'm going to be talking about deaths that are caused by video games, version 3.0. Of course, these are people who died while they're playing video games. Let me just ask you some quick questions. Are you a gamer? Just show hands. Oh my God. Okay, you can lower your hands. So, why do you play video games? And for how many hours do you play? So the first one on our list is a Taiwanese guy by the name of Chuang. Of course, this is not his real name. This is his online ID. Of course, Chuang is a gamer, just like any other gamer, but he was an addict. One day he started playing a video game by the name of Diablo 3. He started playing, and then playing, and playing, and playing, all over again. Of course, one day they found him dead in his computer. Of course, they did not know that, because Chuang was known to sleep at his desk. Of course, an attendant at the cafe woke up Chuang. He just tapped him a few times to make sure that he's alive. Of course, Chuang was dead. Of course, Chuang died at the age of 18. He played for 40 hours and he died in Taiwan. Of course, this story also comes from Taiwan because two Taiwanese men, I feel that these microphones actually hate me. Of course, two Taiwanese men decided to play a gaming binge. Of course, one of them died from dehydration, but the other died from a heart attack. But he was also known, like Chuang, he was known to sleep facing down. Of course, he died from a heart attack. These Taiwanese men were at the age of 38 and 32, and they played for 7 days straight, and they both died in Taiwan. This one is a little bit strange. This is Lee Seong-sup. Actually, he's a South Korean gamer who won a lot of awards. One day, his wife told him, "If you do not quit, I will leave you." He ignored her, and she left him. Of course, he used to play a game by the name of StarCraft. Of course, he played in an internet cafe. He spent like $5,000 playing. But one day, he was found, just like any other, sleeping at his desk, dead. He died from dehydration and blood clot. He was at the age of 28. He played for 50 hours, and he died in South Korea. This one, some of you may not believe, but it's actually true. A Chinese man played a video game in his house for a long time. I'm not going to say how long, but you'll figure it out. For a long time. His neighbors noticed that he's not coming out, so they called the cops. The police arrived, and they bashed through the door and found the man there, dead. He was at the age of 33. He played for 650 hours, which equals 27 days, and he died in China. Of course, all of these men were addicts, were normal gamers, but their addiction drove them to madness. And they lost their lives because actually you can own as many games as you want, but you can own one body, and do not waste that. But don't get addicted to games, because they're going to take away your computer, they're going to take away your car, your PlayStation, your Xbox, and your Nintendo Wii. And because nobody here cares about Nintendo, Mr. Wii, if you could please just go down a little bit. Yes, there, thank you. But then and only then will it truly be game over. Thank you. I just want to make one thing clear. I feel like I'm speaking for the rest of these gamers inside this room. We're going to say one thing. I'm a gamer, not because I don't have a life, but because I choose to have many. Thank you.
And now, with Nasser Rabi' al-Qahtani from Arafat Secondary School and his topic, Serving Our Country.
Hello everyone, my name is Nasser al-Qahtani. I'm from Arafat High School, and I'm here to give you 3 ways that help us serving our country, even if we want to, but we didn't know how. I have one general question to ask. How can we serve our country? There are too many ways that help us serve in our country. As a Saudi soldier, supporting the Saudi national team, ambition, belonging to the government. As a science, as a charity, working in government or private organization, and finally, serving your family and do everything for them. I won't speak about them all. I chose 3 of the important ways to talk about it first. Let's move to the first way. As a Saudi soldier. It's the most important way, in my opinion, to talk about it first. Because without them, we wouldn't be after God in our schools. Some of us would be in their graves, and each other under the destruction of their homes, and each other under the blood of their fathers. They prevented from vacations. They sacrificed their fathers, their families, and their children. Why? I'm asking you guys, why? Yes, it is. For Allah first, and then for the country. Allah and His Messenger spoke about them. Yes, they are the protectors of the homeland. Gentlemen, I'll give you the best example of a Saudi soldier. This is the deceased nation. This is Abdurrahman al-Shahrani, between brackets, rest in peace. I wanted his son, who was one of my best friends, to benefit me some information about his father, and he agreed. Things clear to us about him, that he was a hero and brave. But what are the things that we didn't know about him? Abdurrahman al-Shahrani was always saying that we are fine, even if they aren't. But the enemies will not enter an inch of our homeland, even if it costs our lives. And he had done what he said. Rest in peace, Abdurrahman. The last thing that I want to say about him is, قال الله تعالى, ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون. صدق الله العظيم. And now let's move to the second way of serving our country. Ambition. If you have any ambition and you walk in it and improve it, one day you will be serving your country. For example, I dream to become a doctor one day. So I have to work hard to get high marks. And also, I dream to become a professional speaker in English language. So that's why I worked hard, and I'm working hard. And I will work hard in the future to serve my country. Do you know what? Let's imagine that we are in the future. Let's imagine that we are in 2024. Let's start from the beginning. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nasser Qahtani. I work at King Fahd Hospital. And I have too many international patients every day. But I didn't have any problem with them because also I'm a professional speaker in English language. So Alhamdulillah, I have achieved my goals and now I'm serving my country. Let's back to the present. Now after we're back from the future, I think everyone knows how important ambition is. So it's a really good way to serve our country. Let me show you an example, a successful story for a man who served his country by his ambitions. Muhammad al-Qahtani. He started speaking at the age of 6. And he cannot speak fluently until this day. But he challenged himself. He started drawing his steps until the 2015 champion, world champion of public speaking. He is the first one in the world. Here I will end this way of serving our country. So let's move to the third way of serving our country. As a scientist, there are too many things that we do always and continuously, but we didn't know that we are serving our country. Do you know, gentlemen, that we are serving our country by going to school every day? Let's take some examples. Albert Einstein, he's a physics scientist. He served his country, and he also served all over the world. Abu Bakr al-Razi, he's an Arabic scientist. He devoted his life of the science of medicine, and now Abu Bakr al-Razi, considered as the first founder of the science of medicine. Let me give you some examples of people who have served the country. Some of them are still alive, and the others are dead. They've lost their souls because of us. They have lost their souls to help us. And they have lost their souls to help us living a better life. So what kind of heroes are they? Who are they? They are the homeland heroes. They are the Saudi Arabian heroes. Nasser al-Qahtani. Thank you for listening.
And now with Abdurrahman Fahmi Bukhari from Cordoba Secondary School, and his topic, determination.
Hello everyone, my name is Abdurrahman Bukhari, and today I would like to talk about limitations. But at first, I want to talk about something that plays a huge role in this subject, and it is determination. Determination. Sounds interesting, right? You may be asking me, what do I mean by determination? Someone said that I can't, but I did it just to satisfy myself. That is what my determination is all about. But when they thought of doing something at some critical point of their lives, somebody that they respected and honored, somebody that they believed in, somebody that they loved, someone that they trusted said, you can do that, and they accepted that. See, I went through all of this. And at a certain point, I was ashamed of myself, and yes, I had fears, and yes, I used to let people control me, and yes, I had no confidence in myself, but guess what? It does not matter how bleak your current situation is. You can turn it all around. Just decide. Decide that today you will plan for your future. And when life beats you down, as you know it will, you will decide to get up. You will decide that nothing will get in your way. And here's an example of a person that fought his way to get his life back.
I'm up on 400 pounds lost. I still got probably 35 to 40 pounds of loose skin, so I'm thinking I'm within 10 to 15 pounds of my goal weight.
Now ask yourself this question. What would your life look like if you didn't care what people thought of you? Many people are allowing their dreams to die. Many people that have all of this talent and ability, but they're allowing it to be embedded inside of them, that they will take with them to their graves because they didn't have the courage to be who they are. And I say to you, as you begin to look towards the future and manifesting your greatness, it's going to take everything in you that your life deserves the concentrated effort to begin to look, how is it? How is it that I can express more of me? How is it that I can bring my ideas out here right now? How is it? And start living with a sense of urgency, because you're here today, you're gone today. Life is unpredictable, it's uncertain. Now listen to yourself, and you will start seeing things opening up for you. Things will start coming together, clicking for you. You say, whoa, ideas will come out of nowhere as you begin to focus on them. Put yourself in a position where it's do or die, sink or swim. And here's what you're gonna find out. You will develop incredible swimming skills. For the inspiration of desperation, you became more creative than ever before. But when I decided to start my journey, I decided to start my journey without telling no one. And I would wake up every day in the morning, running the streets out, and trying my best on staying healthy. See, the first month passed, and I put off about 13 kilograms. At that point, I was really happy, and I said to myself, my journey has just begun. But throughout my journey, I had to know what could cause bad health. And if you'll ask anyone, obviously they'll say, fast food and soft drinks. Well, that's actually right. Fast food and soft drinks could cause some health conditions such as heart problems, blood pressure, obesity, dangerous spikes in blood sugar levels, and physical discomfort. And now within the second angle that I face, and it's physical exercise. In my journey through staying fit, I went to lots of gyms, and I talked to lots of coaches, but every coach had his own opinion. Like, this coach would tell me, do this, eat this. Another coach would tell me, do that, eat that. And as any normal person would try to do is to combine all of those opinions together and get the best out of them. But it was uncombinable. And at a certain point where I was overtraining, I got injured. And my doctor told me to stop for a month. And this month, in my mind, my thinking has changed. And I started questioning myself now. Will it be turbulent? Yes. Will it be easy? No, no, no. Will I have some oppositions? Yes. Will I make a lot of mistakes? Yes. Will I get hurt? Yes. Yes, see, most people will never try anything different in their lives. And why is that? Because they don't want to get hurt. But let me tell you something. It's too much pain to duck. Pain is everywhere. But most people will spend their lives not wanting to deal with the pain of rejection, the pain of losing, the pain of failure, the pain of being criticized, the pain of not being liked, the pain. That's our life. Life is full of pain. It's everywhere. But guess what? There is no gain without pain. Because it's the pain of regret that you'll experience. See, we can't get around it. But I found out that it all relies on the mindset that you're going to put for yourself. And here's a quick video about the mindset.
I refuse to believe today will be just another day in my life. All that I am and all that I will become will be written through my thoughts and my actions.
This is our show, all right? This is our show.
Take me to church, showers like
Now let me tell you something. Life is not just sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. Because the only one that has the ability to hold you back from maintaining yourself is you. No one can stop you but you. And until now, I put off about 40 kilos of fat and gained about 15 kilos of solid muscle and strength. And here's some pictures. I was this guy that didn't care for himself, and now I'm this confident guy. At last, it will hurt, and it will take time. It will require dedication. It will require self-power. It will need sacrifice, and there will be temptation. But I promise you, once you reach your goals, it's worth it. That was my journey. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
And now, welcome with me Al-Bara Abdurrahman Al-Sulami from Al-Hatim Secondary School, and his topic, the brave men of Saudi Arabia.
Good morning, everyone. I came here to talk about Saudi Arabian brave men. And my topic is about a man who does not know defeat, about men do not know the meaning of losing. Who are they? Those people who stand in the front line, and those people who have their eyes on us, and those people who believe in God. Here's a story of my friend. I know my friend. He died in a car accident 2 months ago. The thing is not here. The thing is on his dad. His dad was one of those soldiers. His dad served at the border, and he suffered for us, and he died for us, and he tried to protect me and you. In the end, he ended up dying because security and saving this country. So please give it up for this guy. And why are they there? They are there because they want to protect the country. They are there because they want to protect me and you. And they are there because they want to protect the king. And they're not afraid of anything. Ways of protecting. Those guys protecting down on the ground and up in the sky and all the way along from the mountains. And here's a video about those men, while we're living peacefully in this country, and those men are protecting us. We're going to the stadiums, we walk, we go to our work, and we are not afraid of anything because there are men are taking care of our back. Those men, guys, suffering. Those men are protecting. Those men are heroes because they want to protect the country. Thank you very much, and God bless live the king, God live the country.
The Assistant of General Director for Supporting Services, Mr. Abdulaziz Rifai. Sir, it's an honor for everyone here to listen to a speech from you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال طيبة بعد عروس. الأبناء اليوم ذهبوا بنا شرقا وغربا. بدأ معنا الابن فوزي سمباوة بلكنته الأمريكية الجميلة، ثم أعادنا لأي نبيل بلكنته البريطانية، وأعادنا مرة أخرى البراء إلى أمريكا أيضا في آخر مشاركة له. جميل هذا التحليق في سماء الإبداع. أيضا هذا زاد من مسؤولية الكلمة وأعطاني زخما كبير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي علم بالقلم، الحمد لله الذي علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم، والصلاة والسلام على المرسول للأميين بإقرأ سيدي وسيد ولد آدم أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أبنائي الطلاب، وبكم أبدأ أولا، فأنتم الأمل وأنتم المستقبل. حضرنا من أجلكم وعملنا لأجلكم. تعلم الإنجليزية ليس ترفا ولا رفاهية، فهو ضرورة ومطلب. لغة العصر ولغة العلم، وأصبحت حتى لغة الحياة اليومية. وقفة صغيرة وبسيطة حول ما حولنا من تقنيات نستخدمها تؤكد على ضرورة تعلم اللغة. شكرا على هذا الاختيار المتميز من الموضوعات، وشكرا لما قدمتموه، وشكرا للأداء الرائع على خشبة المسرح. أولياء الأمور الكرام، أثني بكم. إن الشراكة بين البيت والمدرسة كلما كانت إيجابية وفاعلة كلما أثمرت هذا الخطاف الجميل. وأؤكد على هذه الشراكة، فالابن المتميز ليس جهد المدرسة وحدها، بل بشراكة فاعلة بين الأسرة والمدرسة. وعد الواعدة شكرا أن هيأتم الزمان والمكان، ولعلي أستغل هذه الفرصة وأبعث بهذه الرسالة وأؤكد عليها لإخواننا في التعليم الأهلي. إن تخريج الطلاب هدف سامي وراقي، ولكن لا يتوقف الدور عند تخريج الطلاب، فالتطلع والطموح معكم إلى إحداث نقلة في التعليم في البلاد كبير وعظيم، وأنتم أهل لها، ويا وعد لكم من اسمكم نصيب. إخواني الكرام من المعلمين، يعول عليكم كثيرا. اليوم لا يوجد مكان لتعليم تقليدي ولمعلم تقليدي، والسباق بين التقنية وبين الاستراتيجية وبين إدارة الصف كبيرة وعظيمة. ونفخر أن معلمة من بناتنا من أرض فلسطين الطيبة كانت هي المتميزة هذا العام على مستوى العالم، وهذا يؤكد أن هذه الأمة أمة خير وأمة إبداع بالرغم مما تمر به من ظروف. الزملاء في الإشراف التربوي يا عملاق الميدان، إن حديثي عن الإشراف هو من نافلة القول، ولكني أقول أن الأمل والمعقود عليكم كبير. الميدان يحتاج هذه الخبرات، وأنا أعلم جيدا من الرجال الذين يعملون في الإشراف التربوي فلهم مني دعاء لله عز وجل بالتوفيق. قسم لغة العصر، اللغة الإنجليزية، جميل هذا الإبداع وجميل هذه المبادرة، وأنا أوصي إخواني في الإشراف التربوي وأيضا كل في موقعه: السر في التميز والنجاح بالمبادرات. وهذه مبادرة ترونها اليوم تبنتها الوزارة، ونحن نفرح بذلك لأن نحن جزء من هذا العمل. My dear students, again, I'm proud I'm with you today. Also, I'm proud about your excellent language. I wish for you a good and succeed future. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا
وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار بالطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء خيرهم شمس تلوح مكبوهم يعني الصاروخ خيرهم مسك يفلح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح مكبوهم يعني الصاروخ خيرهم مسك يفلح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا في رحابك اتحدنا أرسلا كما الجبال من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وغلال في رحابك اتحدنا أرسلا كما الجبال بالطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفرح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفرح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق من هدى المختار نحيا إخوة في ذا الزمان ننشر الخير وحاسك اتحدنا أرسلا كما الجبال من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال في رحابك اتحدنا أرسلا كما الجبال بالطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفرح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفرح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وديننا سباق للمعالي دربنا من هدى المختار نحيا أرسلا كما الجبال من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال في رحابك اتحدنا أرسلا السماء. شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح.
الآن السوق قسم اللغة الإنجليزية تدريب معهد السفراء لتعليم اللغة الإنجليزية لتنفيذ برنامج مسائية لتطوير المهارات التدريسية لمعلم المرحلة الابتدائية. الفضل الأستاذ محمود البكري مدير المعهد.
وجيلنا سباق.
والآن يتفضل المعلمون المشاركون في البرنامج باستلام شهاداتهم. الأستاذ خالد حميد المغرب.
من هدى المختار نحيا إخوة في ذا الزمان. ننشر الخير ونسمو نبتغي أعلى الجنان. هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا.
الأستاذ مصطفى محمد الطاهري.
عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور.
الأستاذ رمضان بن عامر الزهراني.
عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا.
هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح.
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق.
وجيلنا سباق.
للمعالي طموحنا براق. ونشأنا تواق. وجيلنا سباق. للمعالي دربنا. طموحنا براق. ونشأنا تواق. وجيلنا سباق. للمعالي دربنا. للمعالي دربنا.
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار.
جيل مجد وفخار.
ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار.
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار. جيل مجد وفخار. ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار. تاج عز ومسار.
قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء.
وفي قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء.
نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم
يعلو السرور
خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. إنهم جيل الطموح. طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق.
وجيلنا سباق.
للمعالي دربنا.
طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق. وجيلنا سباق. للمعالي دربنا. طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق. وجيلنا سباق. للمعالي دربنا. للمعالي دربنا. من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال. نبع صدق وظلال. في رحابك اتحدنا أحسنا كما الجبال.
من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال.
نبع صدق وظلال.
في رحابك اتحدنا أرسنا كما الجبال.
وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. إنهم جيل الطموح. طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق.
وجيلنا سباق.
للمعالي
الطاولة من الحريق وطاولة بدر الشارك في متوسط المدينة الخبر. معلم المشرق على الطلاب الأستاذ محمد الخلاف.
من هدى المختار نحيا إخوة في ذا الزمان.
عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا.
نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. نورهم شمس تلوح وجههم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح. إنهم جيل الطموح. إنهم جيل الطموح. طموحنا براق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا ثواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا ثواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا للمعالي دربنا بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار تاج عز ومسار بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار تاج عز ومسار بالطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء وحي قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء نورهم شمس تلوح وكبهم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح وكبهم يعلو السرور إنهم جيل الطموح طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق
وطالب عام رمضان إدارة ثانوية مع المسلسل الطالب الأستاذ علي كامل.
بالرياض ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال نبع صدق وظلال في رحابك اتحدنا أرسانا كما الجبال أرسانا كما الجبال من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال نبع صدق وظلال في رحابك اتحدنا أرسانا كما الجبال أرسانا كما الجبال بالطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء
وطالب بعينبي الأقصى الثانوية ومع المسلسل الطالب الأستاذ السليم.
إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح وكبهم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا للمعالي دربنا من هدى المختار نحيا إخوة في ذا الزمان ننشر الخير ونسمو نقتدي أعلى الجنان هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا نورهم شمس تلوح وكبهم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح وكبهم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق
طالب الرحمن البخاري بطل الثانوية مع المسلسل الطالب الأستاذ الصحفي.
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار طموحنا براق بالعلم والقرآن نبني وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار
طالب محمد البوكي من العلوم الثانوية مع المسلسل الطالب الأستاذ سعيد عبد الغالي.
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار بالطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء
وطالب الرابع السلمي العلوم الثانوية.
شمس تلوح وكبهم يعلو السرور خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق
وجيلنا سباق
للمعالي دربنا
طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا للمعالي دربنا
من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال في رحابك اتحدنا أرسلا كما الجبال
ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق
وجيلنا سباق
للمعالي دربنا
طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا للمعالي دربنا
من هدى المختار نحيا إخوة في ذا الزمان والليل سراجا ننشر الخير
هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا
نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلو الصروح خيرهم اسم يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح إنهم جيل الطموح
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق
وجيلنا سباق
للمعالي دربنا
طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا للمعالي دربنا
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخار
جيل مجد وفخر
ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق
وجيلنا سباق
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Of course. I'm a hardcore gamer. Well, I was born in the city of Jeddah in 1998. Actually, I studied in secondary school.
Okay, can you tell me how did you hear about this competition?
Actually, my teacher was like, told me about it. And I was a little bit nervous, between nervous and excited.
Okay, what did you talk about?
This one?
Yes.
I talked about cases of death that are caused by video games. Actually, these are people who died while they were playing video games. Some of them played for like a day, 50 hours. A Chinese man played for 650 hours. That equals 27 days.
Your opinions, do you think social media improve English language?
Of course. I learned my language from social media, television, video games. It improves. That's it. It improves, actually. I don't know what to say.
Do you have native speaker English friends, like British friends, American friends?
No, actually, no.
Okay, can you tell me a last word?
Last word?
Yes, last word.
Last word.
Goodbye.
Gaming is not a crime.
Okay, thank you so much for this.
Of course.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Me, well, I used to live in Britain for 8 years, and you know, it's been amazing.
How did you hear about this competition?
Well, my teacher first of all heard me speak English, so he recommended me to this competition, and I did loads of practices and stuff like that.
What did you talk about there?
I talked about why I want to study in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, in your opinion, do you think social media improving the standard?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you have a native speaker English?
Yeah, I've got a good amount. Very sure.
Okay, can you tell me a last word?
Just thank you for this amazing opportunity. It's been amazing, and I learned so much. I gained so much skills. And
So hopefully in the future we'll continue doing like this.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
My name is Abdullah Bukhari, and I'm 16 years old. I study at Curtin School, and as you've seen in my presentation, I had so much. I went through such an important journey. It's such an, like, what you call it, an important section of your life. You have to make choices, you have to change, like that, So in my journey, I had to, at some certain point, I was ashamed of myself. Yeah, I had fears. I used to control it because I looked like the way I looked. I wanted to go to the beach. I wanted to show. I wanted to take off my clothes, but I couldn't. I was so my weight was 91 kilograms, and now I'm 66. It's such an achievement.
Okay, how do you hear about this competition?
Last year, three students that came in here and gave an amazing audition, and I came out as one of the audience. And three of my school students won the first place, the third place, and the fourth place. And the first place told me he had an amazing journey. He was like me, through such an important journey. He liked American football, and he made a team, a national team here in Saudi Arabia. And now his brother is the manager of the team.
What did you talk about?
I talked about limitations because people always think that they have a limit, that they will stop right there. But there's nothing such as limitations. You can always go for it.
Okay, in your opinion, do you think social media improved English language?
Yeah, of course. Social media made me I got my accent from social media. So,
Do you have native speaker English friends, like British friends?
Yeah. I had American friends. I had German friends. I have friends from all over the world, just from games. Social media.
I know this feeling.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a last word?
Last word, don't let the distraction distract you.
Okay, thank you so much.
هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا.
هلل الكون سرورا وابتهاجا عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. عندما أشرق في الليل سراجا. نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلى الصروح خيرهم مسك يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح. نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلى الصروح خيرهم مسك يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح. إنهم جيل الطموح.
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق
وجيلنا سباق
للمعالي دربنا.
طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا. طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا. للمعالي دربنا.
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخر.
جيل مجد وفخر.
ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار.
تاج عز ومسار.
بالعلم والقرآن نبني جيل مجد وفخر.
جيل مجد وفخر.
ولنا الأخلاق نهج تاج عز ومسار.
تاج عز ومسار.
للطموح قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء.
قد بذلنا همة تعلو السماء.
نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلى الصروح خيرهم مسك يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح. نورهم شمس تلوح ركبهم يعلى الصروح خيرهم مسك يفوح إنهم جيل الطموح. إنهم جيل الطموح.
طموحنا براق
ونشأنا تواق
وجيلنا سباق
للمعالي دربنا.
طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا. طموحنا براق ونشأنا تواق وجيلنا سباق للمعالي دربنا للمعالي دربنا.
من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال
نبع صدق وظلال.
في رحابك اتحدنا أرسانا كما الجبال
أرسانا كما الجبال.
من رياضك ارتوينا نبع صدق وظلال
نبع صدق وظلال.
في رحابك اتحدنا أرسانا كما الجبال.